Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today, we'll be progressing through the victory road on this episode and let's go ahead and do that exactly. But before we do that, I just realized that we can actually get some Pokemon in this route. So let's see. Okay, so we can get a Golduck apparently. Technically we could have gotten a lot of Pokemon aside from this thing, but oh well. I guess Golduck is the one we get stuck with. Not that's a terrible Pokemon, but there was one Pokemon here that I could have gotten, but unfortunately there's no way to guarantee it. So it is what it is, I suppose. But anyways, okay, let's see if we can catch this Pokemon, and then we'll be on our way towards the Victory Road. Which, by the way, I just realized that there are some areas in the Victory Road too that allow us to actually catch some Pokemon. So that's pretty cool. Don't think that this Golduck is going to be anything useful, but hey, actually now that I think about it, maybe I could put it on the team to use some HMs. But I'm not gonna lie, I have distributed my HMs, between Pokemon that I actually want to use. So yeah, I guess this Pokemon at the end of the day won't be doing anything, but hey, it's good to have it anyway. But anyway, we can call this Ducknut, I suppose. Honestly, I have no idea what else I can name this Pokemon, if I can be honest. But anyways. So after this we can go towards the Victory Road, and let's see if we can make it past our Victory Road over here and then reach the Elite Four. I don't think I'll take on the Elite Four in this episode, but I would at least like to reach it. So because once we reach it, I can just fly to it and then I can start making my final preparations. Alright, I am back, and let's go ahead and clear through our way in the Victory Road. Okay, can this guy turn around actually? I think he can, but honestly I'm not too sure. Unfortunately, that lake over there is too low for us to use surf on it to skip this guy, but I guess I'll just have to fight this dude then. Oh well, no worries I suppose, but I'm honestly not sure what this guy uses, if I can be honest. So technically in this area we can get a Banette and a Golurk, but those are not the Pokemon I'll be going after. Although I guess a Golurk would be pretty useful, if I can be honest. By the way, speaking of the devil, there is a Golurk over there. Anyways, okay, so this is not, a Pokemon I can fight with using Ninchao. So yeah, let me just U-turn out over here. Also, my god, a crit straight out of the bat, huh? But that could be a good omen, if I can be honest. But anyways, what do you think this guy would be using on me? I guess my plan shouldn't really change. I should just go to Ferrothorn. The only thing is that Golurk can learn Hammer Arm, which would do a lot of damage if he goes for it. But it doesn't look like he went for it, so it is what it is, I suppose. But anyway, okay, let's see. Okay, Heavy Slam, that is a move we resist, dude. So I guess this guy doesn't even have Hammer Arm. Alright then, never freaking mind, I should have just clicked Iron Head rather than click Power Whip, because Power Whip can miss. But anyways, okay, Mega Punch, that's a normal type move, right? Yeah, that's a normal type move. I think that was a move in Gen 1 as well. Although it was later buffed to be, I think, 120 or 130 base power or something like that. I don't remember. But anyways, Sigilyph. I'm not gonna lie, the only thing that I feel scared of when looking at Sigilyph is the fact that it can learn freaking Heat Wave. So I'm definitely gonna scout for that by going to, dog these nuts over here and see if he has that. Okay, he's going for Cosmic Power. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty dangerous. If you know, you know. There was a very popular set with Sigilyph back in the day, and that set, if as I remember, used Psycho Shift, Will-O-Wisp. Oh no, it didn't even use Will-O-Wisp because, Sigilyph doesn't even learn it. But, okay, oh my god, +2 defense is really... Okay, let's see how much Sigilyph does to my Stoutland. Okay, that was a KO with a crit actually, my god. Alrighty then. Okay, if that's the case, I should probably just switch to Magnezone. I don't think this thing has Heat Wave, because otherwise I think it would have clicked that, honestly, right? Let's see if it has a Roost or something like that. Doesn't look like it, because he's going for the... I guess he probably saw a kill, which is why he didn't go for it, but anyways. Alright, and now we can go for Discharge. Okay, yeah, cool. He doesn't have anything to actually threaten my team that badly with. But anyways, okay. Anyway, what was I talking about before? Yeah, Golurk could be useful for the Fine type Elite Four member, which I'm not gonna lie. That's like that dude is someone I'm really scared of, if I can be honest, in this challenge, because that dude is pretty scary. His team is pretty dangerous. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think we have the answers for it. To be honest, I don't think you ever get good answers for that team anyway in this game. So it is what it is. That's why I was trying to get Metagross before, but I don't know, maybe Lunatone can handle it. I'm not gonna lie, probably not, because Lunatone is not resistant to fighting. I do have a Gothitelle, but the Gothitelle has a minus attack or like minus special attack nature, so I'm not even sure if it can even KO the Conkeldurr in one hit. But that's kind of what we need to do, because that thing is pretty scary on the Fighting type Elite 4 members team. But anyways, first let's get through this place. I think that was the only mandatory trainer that we need to fight. This is a rotating trainer. Okay, my god, stop juking me, dude. Okay, thank god. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna try and avoid as many trainers as possible because they are pretty dangerous in this route. Okay, yeah, avoid the freaking ace trainers like the freaking plague. But anyways, okay, yeah, don't see me. Also, I see a veteran down there, which is definitely not cool. But anyways, okay, I don't think doctors can actually attack you, right? All right, okay, my god, there's a double battle with. Well, I guess I want to do that anyway, so no biggies. I think we can deal with this definitely. By the way, I'm not gonna lie, one extremely unfortunate thing happened to me during my Blaze Black 2 Redux run in this particular area. And what had happened is that I honestly wanted to, at the time, wanted to skip this particular cave's encounter, because at the top of this place, you get a different Pokemon. So I wanted that. It's just, my god, Mienshao is just critting left, right, and center. I mean, I know I did give it a Razor Claw to boost its critical damage, but holy crap, man. Honestly, not gonna lie, I will absolutely take it. But still, that's definitely getting a little bit too crazy. But anyways, okay, Galvantula. Well, I can't hurt this thing with Mienshao, but I'm pretty sure this thing cannot do anything to Magnezone, right? At least I think it shouldn't be able to do anything to Magnezone, because what does it even learn? I'm not gonna lie, Galvantula is definitely one of the cooler looking Pokemons in this game, but it also is pretty useful because unlike other thunder using Pokemon, because other thunder, actually now that I think about it, my Magnezone can't really do anything to this thing either. Okay, I guess I'll just try and get a Thunder Wave off if I can get it. Okay, perfect. So this way now both Galvantula and my Magnezone are slowed down. Can I do anything to this thing other than, just... I guess I could go into Stoutland. It shouldn't really be able to do anything to it. Let's go into that and see what we can do with Stoutland. But anyways, what was I talking about before? Yeah, so in Blaze Black 2 Redux run of mine, I wanted the encounter from the topmost cave, which is just before the Elite 4. And what I wanted to do was that I wanted to get the encounter from that cave. And so I was using repels to make sure that I don't get any encounter here. However, in that ROM hack, just as a, means to bring some quality of life, instead of trainers running around over here like for 200 steps or something to, spawn dust clouds, in that ROM hack, the dust clouds just spawn all the freaking time. And so, this one time, I accidentally stepped into one because they were spawning so frequently. And that ended up giving me an encounter that I didn't want. Now, for anybody wondering what happened later in the run, well, all you need to know is that I ended up winning it anyway. So, yeah, that run, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I really should have been a content creator back in the day, because that run is so memorable for me. I can never forget that run, if I can be honest. It was quite the journey, if I can be honest. But yeah, I still ended up winning, but not gonna lie, that encounter I got over here, it wasn't a bad encounter. I just couldn't use it for the E4, and my E4 team was kind of screwed. So yeah, I really didn't appreciate that. But anyway, okay, Durant. I'm not gonna lie, this Pokemon always scares me because this Pokemon is pretty dangerous. But anyways, okay, let's just fake out this thing first. Just get us some little bit chip over here. I'm not gonna lie, I should have probably brought Chandelure over here for this one. But I think even then, the safe choice is always to go into Ferrothorn, because yeah, Durant is a pretty dangerous Pokemon, if I can be honest. I know it just looks like a silly little ant, but trust me, this ant can throw some pretty powerful attacks. So I think this particular one has the ability Swarm, not Hustle, which, unlike what I told Arcade, or Arcane Cosmo during his Hard Gold run, that, his Togepi's, pretty much suck because, it gets an ability called Hustle. Yeah, not gonna lie, it sucks on Togepi because Hustle, only benefits physical attackers. and not special attackers, which is what Togepi is. But in the case of Durant, which is a pretty powerful and pretty fast, physical attacker, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that ability is absolutely crazy on this thing. The other thing is crazy is how my Ferrothorn is flinching everybody to death. My god, somebody would, confuse my Ferrothorn for Jirachi over here. By the way, speaking of Ferrothorn over here, my lord. Okay, well, I'm not taking any chances over here, so we're just gonna Thunder Wave you. And then... Actually, what can I do to you? Honestly, I'm not too sure. I don't want to attack this thing because obviously it's gonna, Uno reverse me and use my own tactics against me. But I don't want to switch into Mean Shao because there is a chance that Mean Shao takes a lot of damage from Iron Head. I guess I can try at the very least to see just how much Mean Shao actually does. Because I do have Drain Punch which would heal me, but let's see what the damage is. Okay, he's just going for Ingrain. He's just trying to be as annoying as possible, huh? Alright, dude, I mean, that's what Ferrothorn can do, I suppose. I'm pretty sure High Jump Kick would just kill this thing, but... yeah, if it misses and he crits Iron Head or something like that, that would be bad, so... Although, I guess, you know what, at the end of the day, I am being dumb by not clicking freaking Iron Head. Or like, High Jump Kick. But anyways, it's still good to play safe, Always play safe. If you can, that is, of course, but... okay, my god, I can't even keep my Mean Shaw's HP high, huh? I mean, that's not a big problem, but anyways. So with that, we have dealt with these two Ace Trainers. I'm pretty sure there are 2 mandatory Veteran Trainer fights in this game as well, so... need to be careful of those, but I'm pretty sure these are the only 2 trainers that you actually need to fight, because if you have Strength over here... yeah, you can push these boulders and access that K over there. Although I think you have to bring Strength here anyway to cross through this place, but anyways. Okay, so now we need to do that flash trick I showed you. I don't even know which episode it was. It was a pretty long time ago when I showed this off, but yeah, just for anybody who is tuning in over here, yeah, here's a trick with the TM flash. And yeah, TM, so it won't work in older games where flash was an HN. So what you can do is that you can use flash and teach it to one of your Pokemon. Like for example, I can teach it to Magnezone here. Let's teach it over Thunder Wave, for example, because I have the TM for it. And then, what we can do is that once I've taught Magnezone, Flash, we can just use it over here. And once Magnezone has activated Flash, what you can do is you can then swap Flash for, your move back. If you have, swapped it with the TM that you already have. So for example, I have Thunder Wave right here. And yeah, with that... I can remove Flash from my team. Flash is a useless move for the most part in, fights anyway. It only drops accuracy, which, can be or cannot be very useful. And the best part about all this is that even though you replace Flash from Magnezone's moveset, yeah, the effect of the Flash will actually remain active. I don't know how many people know about this, but yeah, if you are playing these games, definitely use this trick to your advantage. Because yeah, this can save you a lot of pain. But anyways, okay, let's see. I'm pretty sure this area is completely empty, but there are some hidden items here that you can get if you want. Anyways, let's just pick this up. Okay, PP Max. I'm not sure which move I would, use this on, if I can be honest, but I don't need to worry about that right now. What we need to actually worry about is this particular area right here. Yeah, so this is the final part of the Victory Road, by the way. There are like 3 paths that you can take to reach this place, but I've chosen the shortest one, obviously. And yeah, now we have to deal with Veteran Trainers, which I'm not gonna lie, this kind of scares me, if I can be honest. So what can I do exactly? Let's see what this first trainer has. Unfortunately, these are mandatory trainers, so there's not much you can do about them. Am I sure I'm strong? I mean, let's see the level gap between your Pokemon and my Pokemon. Anyway, Veteran Portia has a Zebstrika on her team, which is level freaking 58. My lord. I'm not gonna lie, I'm seriously underleveled compared to these guys. But anyways, let's fake this out. Okay, so now the question is my Mean Shao faster than Zebstrika? I guess we can find that out, let's see. Okay, I am faster. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that, by the way, for anybody wondering. But anyway, how do I answer this particular Pokemon? I'm going to go to Magnezone, which I think this could have Flame Charge for, but honestly, I don't really have any better Pokemon for this. Although now that I look at the U-Turn's damage, I think U-Turn probably didn't even, if I had clicked Drain Punch, I think Mean Shao would have probably just killed this thing. But anyway, we have to click Flash Cannon over here because, remember, Zebstrika has 2 abilities that make it immune to freaking, electric type moves. One is lightning rod and the other is motor drive. So yeah, never click electric moves against Zepstrika. Although I guess if you're playing competitive, Zepstrika can also learn its hitter ability Sap Sipper, which makes it immune to grass type moves for some reason. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it probably also gives him the better boost anyway, because you know it's a physical attacker. Okay, sock, as in sock on these nuts. But anyways, okay. I'm not gonna lie, the only thing I'm scared of when fighting Sock is the fact that Sock can, what do you call it? Okay, well, bulk up is definitely scary, don't get me wrong, but yeah, the thing about Sock that scares me the most is the fact that this thing can have sturdy, which that is pretty scary, not gonna lie, because yeah, sturdy Sock means it will always survive one hit. And this one has it. Okay, oh my god, please don't attack me with any rock type moves. Okay, it didn't. Thank god. Yeah, that's the scary thing about Sock. So, although I think this one probably doesn't have any rock type moves, so I'm pretty sure at +1 it should have seen a kill on my Crobat. Even with Rock Slide, I think that should have been a KO, but I'm not too sure. But anyways, okay, Balloon Nut hits 52, that's fine. And now the final Pokemon is Starmie, which I think we can answer this with Ferrothorn pretty easily, right? Because I don't think Starmie learns any... Because Starmie's moveset is pretty crazy, but it doesn't learn any fire-type moves. Which honestly is all we need. Okay, Psyshock. Okay, that's a, psychic-type move that targets the opponent's special... or like physical defense. So normally, psychic-type moves, or like Surf, for example, over here is a special attack and would target Ferrothorn's special defense. But Psyshock is a move that is a special attack, uses Starmie's special attack to damage the opponent, but instead targets the physical defense. So it would take into account Ferrothorn's physical defense rather than special defense to, do damage. That's pretty interesting. Also, in Gen 5, Mewtwo got a signature move called Psy Strike, which does basically the same thing as Psyshock, except Psyshock is 80 base power, but Psy Strike is 100. So, if you didn't knew that about Mewtwo, I hope you got to learn something about it. But anyways, okay, so Veteran Portia was easy to deal with. But anyway, unfortunately, we have to deal with another veteran just up ahead, so let's hope that that one goes well too. Okay, let me just first do this. Alright, perfect. And now, I would like to give my Crobat a Flying Gem again, because yeah, Flying Gem Acrobatics is like probably one of the most strongest moves in Gen 5 like ever. But anyways, okay, so now is this veteran's time. Hopefully we can beat him, but anyways, people who pass by here, okay, I couldn't even read it. I'm pretty sure he must have said that, people who pass from here are pretty crazy or like pretty strong, but anyways. Okay, Beartic. Alright, not bad, I suppose. It's a nice type, so I have definitely led with the correct Pokemon. Okay, so let's use Fake Out over here, because, free chip. Plus, if you don't know, Fake Out always flinches the opponent, so yeah, that's why I always use it. Anyway, Drain Punch, let's see if it KOs. I mean, if we did so much damage to that... okay, I already forgot the Pokemon's name, but you get my point. Yeah, if U-Turn did that much damage, then safe to say that freaking Drain Punch would probably do enough damage as well. But anyways, okay, now let's U-Turn out of this thing. But what is this guy's goal? So this is a veteran, so this Golug probably has a good moveset. So I'm not sure what to switch in here, if I can be honest. I guess I can always go into Ferrothorn because it's so bulky. I doubt that Golug can actually throw anything that can punch out my Ferrothorn. At least I hope it can't, but anyways. Okay, my god, that actually did decent damage, not gonna lie. Okay, it's going for Iron Defense. Okay, I mean, that's not amazing because that means it probably survives this Power Whip, right? Yeah, it easily takes it, by the way. And then it's going for Earthquake again. Alright, I mean, that's whatever. As long as it doesn't crit me, I think I'm fine. Okay, perfect. And now... let's see what his final Pokemon is. Oh, it's Throw. Alright, that's the opponent of Sock. It's weird that these Pokemon are not version exclusive, because you would think that they are, but they never are, in fact. I think Throw is probably only going to go for a Fire type move. I doubt he's going to go for a Rock type move here. So yeah, we can safely switch into Crobat. And my god, every single fighting type here is using Bulk Up, huh? I mean, I guess the good thing is that Throw doesn't get access to freaking Sturdy as its ability. And it also has a lower attack than Sock, because this is more of a tanky Pokemon. But let's see if that Bulk Up is enough to save it from... Okay, it is. My god. Yeah, Throw is pretty bulky, not gonna lie. But anyways, It is low enough to where I think, yeah, even a flying gem boosted acrobatics would do enough damage. By the way, for anybody wondering, doesn't acrobatics do double damage if your Pokemon is not holding any item? Yeah, that is true. And here's another fun fact about, flying gem acrobatics, is that, okay, Hydro Pump. We don't need that. Balloon Nut is mostly a bulky Pokemon anyway, so we don't need to use, moves like that. But anyways. Okay, and with that, that's all the trainers in Victory Road. But anyways, okay, let me just heal my Pokemon real quick. And yeah. Alright, okay. So, anyway, what was I talking about? My god, I always forget what I'm talking about, if I can be honest, between these freaking, videos. But anyways, hopefully whatever I was talking about, it wasn't that important. But anyways, okay, what exactly is my plan now? I think what I have is probably fine, if I can be honest. Although I'm not gonna lie, Mean Shaw is about to level up. Though we only have one more fight before the Elite Four, so it's probably fine. So yeah, while all of the trainers of the Victory Road are down, there's one more fight that we need to deal with before we can finally access the, Pokemon League. And as from this music, you should be able to tell who that final fight is. I'll battle with you before you take on the Pokemon League. The more Pokemon battles you have, the stronger you get, right? I mean, that's true at all, but anyways. Yeah, so now we have our final battle against Wannabe, which honestly, you know what? His name no longer fits him anymore, because yeah, he pretty much knows that he will lose, but he's still fighting because he wants to help us in his own way. Alright, that's definitely some great character development. I'm not gonna lie, by far, when it comes to Pokemon game characters, I think Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 is still above the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I know a lot of people say that that's the best story in the, Pokemon franchise. I'm not gonna lie, I personally think Black 2 and White 2 is still superior. Also, my god, I'm not gonna lie, I actually regretted not giving Magnezone Person Berry, but hey, didn't get punished for it, so that's all that matters at the end of the day. Although, another thing that is scary is that Magnezone is hit level 54. Though hopefully we don't need to use him in this fight anymore. But anyway, Bouffalant. Far as I know, this dude knows Earthquake, so let me just switch to Crobat real quick. At least I hope he's gonna click Earthquake over here, because if he clicks Head Charge for some reason, that would be dumb. Okay, yeah, he clicks Earthquake obviously, because he sees a kill on Magnezone with that. Anyway, so now I think Head Charge is probably coming in, so yeah, now we're going to Ferrothorn. And now I need to remember this, that Bouffalant has the ability Sap Sipper. So, if I use a Grass type move against it, it's just gonna raise Bouffalant's attack stat, so yeah, do not do that. But anyways, okay, first let's get all of that recoil and all that jazz out of the way. But anyways, okay, he's going for Mega Horn. Actually, you know what, that's good. I thought he would go for Earthquake, but yeah, Mega Horn is a contact move, so you know what, that actually benefits me. But anyways, okay, Iron Head. Let's see if Ferrothorn can get the flinches. Okay, he doesn't, but not gonna lie, in this case, yeah, Mega Horn is not doing that much damage. My god, Ferrothorn's typing is amazing, if I can be honest. Well, as long as you freaking keep it out of, the way of fire type Pokemon. But anyways, okay, Iron Head. Okay, let's see if we can get the flinching spree, because yeah, Bouffalant is kind of bulky, so this will probably take a decently long time. Okay, perfect, there's one. We only need two, if I can be honest, dude. We don't really ask for much over here. Okay, never freaking mind. We literally just got a crit. Okay. Yeah, my team is not messing around at this point. Okay, Simisage. I'm pretty sure this dude has Brick Break, right? Which is why he has brought this thing over here. Anyway, that doesn't really matter to me, because Crobat is an easy switch to Brick Break, and then we can, I think, kill this with the Flying Gem Acrobatics, hopefully. Anyways, yeah, Brick Break, that's not gonna do anything, because okay, I lost power, unfortunately. Yeah, as I explained before, yeah, I've been having power issues, but hopefully the, discoloration over here of... oh, okay, oh my god, actually it survived. Uh-oh. Wait. Okay, whew, we're safe. Okay, I forgot that I freaking gave myself a citrus berry rather than... Okay, that's the reason, I'm just dumb. But luckily, Simisage did not punish me for this, so... Hey man, all good. Okay, my lord, alright, and now... Yeah, here is his final Pokemon, Samurott. And for this, I think we'll just go into Jellicent, because I don't really have any good Pokemon against this. So this thing, far as I know, has Surf, Ice Beam, Revenge, and I think it has X-Scissor. And far as I can tell, none of those moves can actually do anything to Jellicent now, can they? Well, I guess except for inflicting their, okay, oh my god, please don't give me the Cybertron moment over here, dude. I need the burn so that I can actually, do some damage with Hex, because otherwise Hex would do no damage to this thing. Alright, perfect. Okay, you know what, I'm not gonna lie, I don't trust Ice Beam, so I'm just gonna click recover here. Because in case I get frozen, which... yeah, that's the exact problem right there now, isn't it? Yeah, that's why I was clicking recover, because yeah, now I have to wait for freaking Samurott to, allow me to thaw out over here. Which, by the way, if you do not know how freeze works, I only have a 20% chance each turn I use a move to thaw out of getting frozen. Okay, why is he going for freaking X-Scissor? That was a bit dumb, but hey, I will take it. At least I can now recover my HP back, so now I'm safe from critical hits, and yeah. We'll put everything on the line for this move, right, partner? Sure, dude. Let's see if you can freeze me again, I suppose. Okay, oh my god, he wasn't really kidding. Never freaking mind, Wannabe is no longer a Wannabe anymore. I have to change his freaking name. But anyways, okay, come on, Jellicent. Are we seriously just gonna see this thing die in 10 turns? Okay, no. Thank god for that one. But anyways, and with... okay, my lord, we are that weak, huh? Okay, never freaking mind. That was a double powered Hex, by the way. But anyways, okay, and with that... yeah, that's it. And that's the final battle we needed to do before we can access the Pokemon League. And also, I think our rival over here has something for us to have, Nut. Thanks to you, I have accomplished what I set out to do during my journey. Yeah, every single male person says that when they lose their virginity. I wish I could have shown you my little sister's huge... I take what I said back. That is illegal. Okay, do not put me in jail. I take back what I said last time. Why did he brought his sister in there? This is my thanks. The TN24 for Thunderbolt. But quite the long journey we had to get this move, huh? I think you're really amazing. So become the champion. Get the proof that you're a trainer your Pokemon can be proud of. See you. Sure, dude, I suppose. I'm not gonna lie, I have very little faith in me to actually, beat the Elite Four over here because, yeah, if you guys don't know, I did this challenge 3 years ago, and this was the point in the game where I lost that run. So I was able to make it this far 3 years ago, but can I actually, pull off the win over here? Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, there are a bunch of encounters for me to still get, so I should probably get those. But I may have to actually call this episode right here because, yeah, I'm currently out of power, and not only does it make the, game look a little bit terrible, but it also probably would just drain the battery that I have on my system. So, yeah, I think I probably will have to call this episode right here. So, yeah, I think on the next episode, we'll probably get our final encounters. I will be doing then my calculations. And then after that, yeah, we'll be taking on the Pokemon League, and then whatever happens, happens. So yeah, if you guys like what you see, then be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And the comment section, yeah, if you guys have any tips for this type of challenge and you can help me out with the Pokemon League a little bit, then feel free to leave those in the comment section below because I'm open to any ideas that can get me through this part of the game. But yeah, other than that, tell me your opinion about the run 3 so far, the parts that I've shown you guys before. And yeah, what do you think how I played? And if you guys have ever learned anything new, or if you have something new to teach me, then feel free to do that too. But other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all in the next one.